Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my first video that I'm putting out. I did have this channel for a while and I did have a few videos posted, but I decided to take them down. So I am Heavenly. If you guys are new, thank you for joining. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any suggestions for future topics if you want to. Whatever you guys want to comment. Anything is welcome. I just want the feedback. So today I am doing a Q&A. I did ask a few of my TikTok followers to ask me a few questions. I went through a bunch of them and I picked 51 questions. So I was like, how am I going to get this all into one video? And then it clicked. So what I did was I wrote 1 through 51 in here. And I'm only going to do a few videos to break it down. The questions, it's entirely too many. And I don't want to cram them all and make it a long video. So because it's 51, I'll probably do 5 to 10 questions per video. If you hear me sniffling, it's because my allergies are not working with me. I did try Claritin and that's not really doing what it's supposed to have did. So whatever, just ignore it. I'm sorry, it's annoying. I hate it, but it is what it is. Here, I wrote down the questions. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna just randomly pick. And can you guys just bear with me? This is literally my first video. And I was on the fence about even doing it because sometimes I just feel like I'm so boring. Who's gonna sit and listen to me talk for that long? But apparently there's some people who will. So I wish I could do this live so that I could let y'all tell me to pick or whatever, just to have y'all interact a little more. Okay, first one is number 40. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says 40. So I'm gonna turn the page because 40 is not on the first page. It says, how would your life have been if you did not get clean? In my opinion, I think that if I didn't get clean, I wouldn't be here. And I say that because I was in a really dark space and I don't think that I could have continued on with being in that space. I just don't think I could have. It was rough. So I genuinely don't believe that I would have been able to do it because I was unhappy. I was making my relationship super miserable on top of whatever these people were adding to it. It was just rough. So I don't think I would have gotten very far, to be completely honest. That was the easy one. This one is 51. We might get through 10 on this first video, depending on which questions ended up being pulled, because some of these questions are long and they require a lot of detail. So it's 51. 51 is advice you'd give yourself after your first child. Basically saying if I could go back and talk to me when I had one child, what advice would I give? I would say slow down and wait. And the only reason why I say that is because my kids are relatively back to back. The first two, they're kind of back to back. They're not that far apart in age. And I think that having them so close together made it really difficult for me. It made it stressful because I felt like I was by myself. I felt like I didn't have any help. I felt like it was just me. And I also feel like if I would have waited a little bit, I would have been able to scope out the situation to see, hey, is this who you want to have kids with? And that's no shade to their dad, but I would have, a lot of things would have been different, if that makes sense to y'all. Okay, on to the next. This is my kid's Halloween bowl. It's so cute. The next one is number 6. Sorry, I'm just flipping pages, being ghetto. It says beach or pool. Definitely beach. Because I feel like with the beach, you have options to do other things. You can play in the water if you want to. At the pool, you can only get in the water. The beach, you can do more than just that. Also, I can't swim. I want to be able to have the option to be to the point where my feet are only getting wet, or maybe my knees, or maybe my thighs. I don't want to jump in, and I know it's 3 feet, but at the beach, it goes as far as you want to go. So definitely beach. And plus I just went to the beach. I also have a tan, but I don't think y'all can see. I think if I take my watch off, you can. Not really, but I got a tan. I'm really dark. My light is glaring on me right now, and that's the only reason why I look a little yellow. Okay, next question. 38. I hope it's not nothing like that's gonna make me cry, because y'all know I will cry at the drop of a dime. 38. How long were you an addict before getting clean? I want to say, I honestly want to say between 6 to 8 years. And the only reason why, I think it's a two-part question. So I'm going to answer the first part. How long were you an addict? Yeah, I think it was like 6 to 8 years. Maybe not. Maybe like 5 to 6 years. Because there was a point where it was like, it fluctuated. I would like do it and then I would not. Because you got to understand, I was introduced to it by getting C-sections with my last 2 kids. So it was prescribed to me originally. And then my body became like, I personally enjoyed the feeling, like it was like euphoric feeling that I was getting from it. And my body started to need it. So it was like me wanting it because I like how it made me feel. And it was my body like, yo, get that, you know? It also says, how did you get clean? I had to do cold turkey. Actually, I started doing, I don't know if I can say this on here, but I was prescribed something called Suboxone, however you say it. I started taking that and I started to wean myself off of taking pills. That is how I was able to do it. I didn't go to rehab. I did try to go to rehab, but I wasn't allowed to check in. And there was this thing where it was like, yeah, basically you pack your bag and you come wait here for us to have a room for you. You may not get one, but just keep coming back. I was not coming back every day with a suitcase and not being guaranteed a room. And I also just like didn't want to go. Like deep in my heart, I did not want to go. So I just had to do it on my own. I had to do it outside of rehab. I wanted to do rehab. Rehab is not for everybody. Some people need it to get clean, the tools that they give you in rehab. But I personally felt like once I get on that path, I'll be fine. All right, let's do 23. 23. How y'all doing today? I just wish I didn't have terrible allergies. And it's also like 100 degrees here in Philly. I'm not here for that either. I will not be stepping foot out the house. What number did I say? 23. It says, what characteristics do you see of yourself in your kids? You know what? I see that sassiness. In my youngest child, I see the sassy. I call her sassafras. Even though it has nothing to do with sassiness. I just call her sassafras because she just always got something to say back. Like, girl, this is why you always getting in trouble. And then with my oldest, I just see like, I see that she wants to be accepted. I used to be that way a lot. And I still do have that way about me because it's times when I'm like, I'm not going to put out any content. No one's going to want to see it. I want to be accepted. You know what I mean? And my son is just like the quiet, wanting to be by myself type. And that's me. Like, when I'm not around people that I care about, when I'm not talking to y'all, I want to be by myself. I'm like a loner a little bit. It's so weird because Craig just said the other day, stop, because I have a habit of like, I'll see somebody in public and I'll say something. I don't have to know you. I'll say something to you and I'll joke and talk to you. And he was like, stop acting like that. Stop acting like you're an extrovert because you're really an introvert. And I'm like, it's weird because I am an introvert. He said that I'm an introvert at the wrong times and I'm an extrovert at the right times. So I would say that my son gives me introverted version of me. I thought I saw a bug. Y'all know I don't like bugs. I'm also getting really hot because my lamp is making me sweat. So bear with my sweaty. Number 45. Number 45. 45 is, what advice would you give your younger self? My younger self. I would tell my younger self, speak up. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tell people what is happening to you. You're not the problem. And also, you're very beautiful. I think that, and you're smart. I say that because, like, I don't think anybody was telling me how beautiful I was as a kid, or like how smart I was. Like, I tried so hard to prove it, because remember, I was 2 grades behind. So now I'm pregnant in the 8th grade. I am 15. 15. I'm 15, pregnant in the 8th grade. I'm about to walk across the stage and graduate. I'm trying to get into high school. I get accepted to, you know what's funny? I sent out my application to all the high schools, and I only got accepted to one, and it was the best high school in Philadelphia, in my opinion, and to a lot of my family members, Girls High. And I was told, they're not going to accept you. You're not smart enough. So I wrote them a letter letting them know how badly I wanted it. And they accepted me, and I believe it was only because of the letter. But I ended up not even being able to finish and having to transfer to a public high school. And I didn't get to finish. So I would push myself. I would tell myself to finish. I didn't finish. The only time I graduated was 8th grade. 8th grade was the only time I graduated. I didn't have a high school graduation because I dropped out of 9th grade. I did get my GED at 17. But, like, I feel like I lack a lot of people skills because I never had that, like, in my younger days. I didn't have that, like, I didn't have peers. I didn't have, like, kids to talk to understand things. And, like, I just didn't experience what a lot of kids do. Like, I literally only graduated 8th grade. Started 9th grade and never finished. Like, I feel like that took a big chunk out of my life. Like, prime example, like, Craig is like, oh yeah, I knew this person since whatever. I don't trust people, so I'm always really sketch about it, because I'm like, no way that's your friend for that long. But in reality, that's normal. You're literally supposed to meet friends in high school and know them throughout your whole life. That's normal. But to me, since I have not experienced it, all I know is the people that I've met from working as an adult, or like people that I knew as a smaller child. It's just like weird. I would just tell myself to, like, keep going. Don't stop what you're doing. Speak your truth. I wish that I would have spoken up about certain things a little sooner instead of letting it go on for so long. And I think, yeah, that's that. Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna maybe do, what did I do so far? 2, 4. I did 6. I'll do 4 more. 11. 11 is, what are some key events that happened in your life, positive and negative, that you feel helped shape you and shape who you are today? Some key events. I think that being sexually assaulted, sexually abused, raped, I think all those things shaped me in a negative way, because it made me not trust people. Like, I don't trust people. I think that everybody has a, you know what it was? It was the fact that the people that were doing these things were, like, respected by outsiders. And it's like, that shows me that you could see someone and respect them, and they could be harming somebody. Like, you know what I mean? It changed me in a way that made me just really, really observant of people. And I always go with my gut. If I feel like you are not, like, if I feel like you could be that, any of those things, I won't deal with you. Like, I literally trust my gut when it comes to that. And I think that's like bittersweet, because I have not been wrong yet. As far as like an event that changed my life positively, it would definitely be becoming a mom. It changed me a lot. I used to be like short-tempered, angry, just not who I am now. It changed me a lot. And it also softened me up a lot. Showed me how to, like, love. Because when you aren't given love and you've been getting nothing but, like, negativity and bad things, you don't really love. My kids taught me genuine love, unconditional love, because love is unconditional. Real love is unconditional. My kids love me no matter. That's why I'm so honest with them. My kids love me no matter what. I could do no wrong to them. Even though when I do wrong, I own it. I tell them like, hey, I did this. This was wrong. And that's just what that is. But like, yeah. That's the negative and positive events. Being sexually assaulted changed me in a negative way, and my kids changed me in a positive way. Well, I'm actually not going to do any more questions for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm seeing that it is 15 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't want to bore y'all. So y'all let me know if y'all want me to do the rest of the questions. I got them all in here. I could do a part 2 and then a part 3. I'm just trying to break it down for y'all so it's just not this long monotonous video. You know what I mean? Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that we can continue this and make this a regular thing, maybe once a week. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a good night or a good morning whenever you see this.